Do you guys remember the Ezreal video that I made? I showed you guys my win rate on Ezreal, which was 61%. No one seemed to care, and nearly half the comments asked me for the Fizz video. Because I gotta be honest, I wanted to make a Fizz video, but then I kind of gave up on it. I don't really know why, but I just want to show you these stats because these are incredible. 938 gold per second. This is huge. This is a lot. A 68% win rate is also quite high. And this is all with jungle Fizz. I honestly don't really know why I kind of gave up the Fizz video. You know, I actually... You guys are not gonna believe the reason. It's because it was too easy to play Fizz jungle. Every game was kind of too easy, or it was completely unwinnable. And I'll show you why. I'll show you why. I'll show you how to play this champion. He's still... is he still just as strong? Because this gameplay is from like 3 weeks ago, and they did implement changes in the game. However, nothing changed about Fizz. But I'm trying to think if any counter pick of Fizz got buffed. I don't think so. I don't think any sort of counter pick got buffed. So Fizz jungle is essentially just as good. I'll tell you about how to draft him, how to play him. You guys are gonna see everything. But first, the basics, which is how to build him. Very, very, very important to build him correctly. Because I see a lot of Fizz players build him like this. They start with a Lich Bane. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is not the most efficient way to play Fizz. You wanna start with Boots of Mana, guys. Boots of Mana is essentially the same as having a Prophet's Pendant early game. Prophet's Pendant gives you 12% magic penetration, but this item costs like 1000 gold. Boots, on the other hand, will give you 55 ability power as opposed to the 30 ability power from the Prophet's Pendant, give you 8 magic penetration, 150% mana regeneration, and the boots, which is of course very important in the jungle because you want to be fast in the jungle to gank a lot. You start off with the Boots of Mana, gives you a lot of early game damage and everything you need. Next up, the Rabadon's Death Cap. And before you say, but Hells, how am I gonna get the Rabadon's Death Cap before the dragon 4 minutes into the game? You're not. You're simply not gonna get it. But it's fine. Like, if you have these items before the first dragon, this one, and then the blasting wand, it's fine. You're gonna have like, how much? 105? You're gonna have 160 ability power with these items alone. And you are gonna be able to get them, because these items are gonna be like, how much? Like 3000 gold in total. A little bit more, but as a Fizz, you should be able to get these items. You should be able to reliably get them, because you're supposed to have a lot of gold per minute as a Fizz. More on this later. So Rabadon's Death Cap, first item. Second item, Lich Bane. Third item, situational. More often than not, Infinity Orb, which truly allows you to one-shot enemies. However, Void Staff third could also be viable if the enemies have, you know, Wits, Ants, or if they're just tankier enemies. Whatever you go third item, you're gonna go the other one fourth item. So you're always gonna get these items as your first 4 items. And our last item is completely situational, like whatever you want. Riftmaker if you really need to chunk down tanks. Banshee's Veil if you need magic resist and the shield basically. Crystal Reflector also playable against a lot of attack damage. I've even seen some Fizz players go Guardian Angel. I would say it's a waste. Fizz's first ability skills with attack damage, but I would say this is a waste. But perhaps you could do it if you need armor and want the Guardian Angel, because with 4 items already, you kind of already have enough damage, you know what I mean? For the enchantment, you go for Stasis Enchant. I don't really like Protobelt to get close to the enemy or anything like that. Stasis is great, because Stasis, it allows you to go in, use your third ability, use Stasis, buy yourself some time. You know, you'll do massive damage with your engage, don't forget. And then after that, your third ability is almost going to be off cooldown again, so you can go right back in or out of the fight again. So Stasis is really, really good on Fizz. Now for the runes, of course, First Strike. You know, of course, First Strike. Huge. Not necessarily for the damage, because I would actually say Electrocute does do more damage. But the thing is, let me tell you what the thing is. Late game, you know, you're gonna one-shot enemies regardless of the Electrocute, if you know what I mean, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. If you do a full combo, you one-shot enemies anyways. Also, regardless of the First Strike. It's not like, you know, very often you're gonna need the First Strike. You're gonna one-shot, like the enemy ADC, you'll one-shot them anyways. Early game, however, First Strike and Electrocute will do sort of similar damage. When you finish the Rabadon's Death Cap, Electrocute will do more damage. Not like significantly more, but it will do more. However, now the most important thing, First Strike is going to give you between 1000 and 2000 gold in the entire game. This is part of the secret of my 950 gold per second. Fizz with a First Strike, you can stack it up so fast because he just does so much damage in one go that like the gold that it gives you is huge, and the damage is also really nice in the mid stages of the game. A little bit less than electrocute, but totally worth the gold, because you know you're gonna get more gold, which means you'll get your items faster, which means more damage. You know what I mean? Here you go for the domination runes. You go for sudden impact, mark of the week. Mark of the week is amazing. Like, after you engage, you know, your other abilities will do so much damage. It's huge. And here you can go for 2. You can go for eyeball collector. This one is safer. It gives you less ability power, but it's safer. Or you can go zombie ward. This one is a bit more risky, but it pays off massively if you stack it up. It can give you like 40 ability power, while this one is only gonna give you how much? It's only gonna give you like 30. And you know what I mean? Like, this one is gonna give you 10 more ability power. With the Rabadon's Death Cap, it's gonna be even more. So you choose. You can choose between these two. Last one, my favorite, Transcendence. Always go for the Inspiration Tree. Go for Transcendence. Cooldown reduction is key with Fizz. And then in the jungle, of course, you go for Flash and Smite. So that is it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. I don't remember this gameplay at all. This is a gameplay from like 3 weeks ago. I have zero clue on what's gonna happen in this gameplay. I only remember I was rolling down enemies with my Fizz jungle. And not only me, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are doing, like, you know, they're destroying enemies with Fizz jungle. I kind of regret making this video a little bit maybe, because I know we'll see a lot more Fizz jungle after this video, because this is broken. This is definitely S+ tier. You know, my win rate says it all. 68% is big. That's a big win rate. And it's not like I'm a god at this game. My win rate in the current season is 55%, which is decent. But it means, you know, if I have 68 on Fizz, I'll have 45 on something else. You know what I mean? So it's not like I have this on every champion. When I play Fizz, I want to remind you guys, by the way, casually, I am doing a skin giveaway this month. I picked winners for the last giveaway in the previous video. Which champion was that again? The brand video. So if you haven't seen it already, I picked the winners in the brand video. I picked 4 winners. For this month, I'm picking 3 winners. Okay, all you have to do to enter is put down a comment under this video. So as you can see, when I play Fizz, I do this clear every game. I start off with the stones, then I go red buff, then I go for the wolves or whatever they're called, and then I look for ganks. Like, I look. Just a very quick look. Mid lane, bot lane, can I gank them? If the answer is yes, I go gank. If the answer is no, full jungle clear. Look, I'm doing a full jungle clear, you see? I take all of my abilities at level 3. I'm taking the second wolves as well. Then I'm gonna take the blue buff, and then I'm gonna take the big fat brown guy. Sometimes the enemies will have taken the scuttle crab, but more often than not they won't, because in 90% of the games, whether it's high or low elo, people will start red buff, go to blue buff, and then take the scuttle crab next to the blue buff. So they're gonna leave your scuttle crab alone. And it's funny because it's a bit of psychology as well. Because the enemy jungler is very likely gonna assume that I already have taken the scuttle crab. This game is a bit different, as you can see, because the cane is actually on my side. Look at what I'm doing. I'm not ganking here because I don't see a potential for a gank. And you know why? When you choose to do a full clear with Fizz, you're gonna be very low HP until your smite, until the 3rd smite. So until the 2nd smite, you're gonna be very low HP. But after the 3rd smite, that's when you finally, you know, smite yourself up to full HP. You level up to level 4, etc, etc. That's when you're actually gonna be healthy. But before that, if you choose to do a full jungle clear, you have to be careful, because when you go here, you've taken this jungle, these ones here. When you then start the blue buff, you're gonna be super low HP, which means you cannot really gank anymore. I got him. So it means you can't really gank anymore. That is why I took the safer approach, which is I just abandoned my lane, I hoped for the best, and I went for the scuttle crab. That was the best play. Now let's say the enemy goes for the red side scuttle crab. What do? You have to make sure you see it quick. Try to tell your teammates to at least get some vision on it, or at least like try to know that he's doing that. You know, really try to figure it out. If you haven't figured it out and you're late, you're gonna be in trouble, because you're not gonna be behind in levels. You can fight the enemy jungler. But let's talk about the worst scenario possible. The enemy jungler took the blue side scuttle crab, and the enemy mid lane and top lane both have priority and they're rotating on you. What are you gonna do in the worst case scenario? You're gonna back off. You're gonna backport, and you're gonna try to take the bottom scuttle crab. Now let's talk about the worst case scenario. You can't even take the bottom crab. It's fine. Go to your... Oh my god. Beautiful. Just take your jungle. Like, In these two particular scenarios, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna go back into your jungle, take your big fat brown guy. What I also like to do quite often, is I take the big fat brown guy anyways. If I have 100% information, if I have, if I have 100% guarantee that the enemy jungler is taking this scuttle crab, I'll clear my full jungle, even the big fat brown guy, and then I'll go scuttle crab, and then you're gonna be a little bit away from level 5. You're not gonna be level 5 because they changed that in the jungle like a year ago. Back in the days, this full clear with the scuttle crab would give you level 5, but they reduced the experience that the scuttle crab gives you, so you won't be level 5, but after like 10 or 15 seconds you will be level 5. Which allows you to do a huge gank, because all mid laners or all laners are going to be like on their way to level 4 while you are level 5. So as a Fizz, you want to farm your jungle very often as well. And whenever you get your ultimate, you want to look for ganks. Without your ultimate, ganks aren't, you can gank. Like right here you can see I am looking for a gank, but it's not easy. Like you can see right here, boom, boom. You know what I mean? It's not efficient. The gank is not easy. I did actually kill him, but you can clearly see it's not easy. The only reason I'm actually killing him right there is because I'm so ahead. Actually, I'm not so ahead. I'm just decently ahead. But yes. Yeah, it's good for my team. They did a good job here. Also, by the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you give it a like. It really supports the channel a lot if you give the video a like, with the YouTube algorithm and everything like that. So if you're enjoying it, just give it a like and sit back and keep watching, because you guys are gonna love this game. Because the one thing I remember about this game is it didn't go too well in the later game. So I'm telling my Zed here, like, the one way to win the game with Fizz is to snowball, right? Like, you get early kills, you snowball, easy win. It's like Evelyn. I like to compare Fizz with Evelyn. If you just get kills early game, you're gonna snowball the game and win. Even if you don't get kills early game. Okay, let's talk about this scenario now. You don't get kills early game. What do? Farm your jungle. Farm your jungle and still try to get kills. I'm not telling you to just farm your jungle, because even a Fizz that's behind can get kills with a gank. Thresh wants me to lantern. I'm not gonna lantern, I'm taking the dragon. But you know why? Because of Fizz's ultimate. Fizz has such a massive all-in that even if you're behind in the game, you are able to nearly one-shot enemies. Play towards that power, guys. But don't wait. If you're behind, don't gank without your ult. Farm until ult and gank. Now let's talk a little bit about... Oh, you see that flash combo? You can flash combo your third ability, by the way. It's a really good combo. I use it almost every game. But let's talk about drafting with Fizz. I don't necessarily have a thing with like who my team picks. Of course, you don't want to pick Fizz if your team is full AP. You don't want to pick Fizz if your team needs a jungler and you're the last pick. You know what I mean? But besides that, you can always play Fizz. But let's more talk about, what enemies are you supposed to pick Fizz against? There's only two things you need to be careful when you're playing Fizz. The first thing is tanks, especially tanks that, they have a lot of magic resist. Nasus, you never pick Fizz into Nasus, because you're never going to kill Nasus, and Nasus can slow you after you engage. Ornn, like, you're never going to kill Ornn. Mundo, you're never going to kill Mundo. But Alistar, for example, Fizz is fine into Alistar, because if Alistar engages on you, you can simply use your third ability and avoid the engage. So it's not like every tank counters you. Like, Braum also doesn't really counter Fizz, as you can see. Like, I can do a lot of damage to him. The second thing you need to be careful about when you're playing Fizz, and this one I would say you need to be more careful about, is champions that can avoid your, not necessarily your ult, but champions that can avoid your full burst damage. What I mean is, for example, if you engage with your third ability and you want to do like a full combo, suddenly enemy Camille ults. You want to avoid champions like that. So which champions are that? Camille, because Camille can ult your damage. She can ult when you do your all-in. Zed can ult you when you ult him. You know what I mean? Vladimir can use his second ability when you go in. What more? There's more. I know there is more, because I remember like there are some champions you really... Oh, Galio. Oh my god. Galio is so annoying because first of all, he can give his teammates magic shields. So in a team fight, if you go on someone, Galio can give that someone a magic shield, which can allow them to survive your one-shot. And Galio can use his second ability. Even if you stun him, it doesn't cancel his second ability to reduce your damage to like 0. So you want to be careful against a Galio as well, because you're never going to kill a Galio. And who else? Nothing else really. Like you're literally fine into everything else. If I hit my ultimate, he's dead. I did hit it, so I'm gonna one-shot him. I wanted to tell you guys. I just wanted to tell you guys that I should have stayed away from him. I did actually stay away from him, but not far enough. I kind of forgot that Blue Kayn ultimate has a longer range than Red Kayn. So he was unfortunately able to ult me. That was a huge mistake by me. I would have easily killed him. I would have easily killed him if I just stayed away and let my ultimate hit him. But I was really stupid right there. I would have just killed him because the ult would knock him up. I would one-shot him before he would even land. But I'm so stupid that I didn't kill him. I knew what I was doing, but I still failed it. Because his ult just has that big of a range. Again, jungle clear. Fizz has a really fast jungle clear in the later stages of the game. Early game his jungle clear is actually also quite fast. Like, not gonna lie, it's actually quite fast even early game. So you always want to keep farming. Like right now there's really nothing to do. I'm gonna do a full jungle clear. You see, I'm taking everything. However, it seems like there may be something to do in mid lane, so I'm not gonna do a full clear. It's just, I'll clear jungle until there is something to do. And as a Fizz, I like to be very oppressive, very aggressive. I'm in their faces, you know, I'm not giving them time to do anything, especially when I have that ultimate ready. Like right here, you know, I'm just waiting for someone to pass by. If I see anyone, instant ultimate. You see, like, look at how aggressive I am. But it's calculated aggression. It's not just dumb aggression. I hit the Kayn. Of course he just ults it, but I immediately one-shot the Yone. Oh my god. I just one-shot the Yone, it's crazy. I can one-shot Lucian here as well if I want to. I can flash on him. What the hell? I got 150 gold from the first strike, by the way. It's a lot in the mid game. Like, as you can see, 11 minutes into the game, I made around 500 gold with first strike. That's quite a lot, because earlier on in the game, you're gonna make a lot less first strike gold than late game. In the late game, you're gonna make more and more, because of course you're doing more and more damage, so you're gonna make more and more. So having 500 gold already is huge. It's actually huge. Like, it really boosts your gold per minute. It lets you get items much faster. It's essentially like having a futures market rule on top of it as well. Now that I'm thinking about it, imagine if I'm using futures market as well. Wait a damn minute. How about futures market Fizz? You go first strike and futures market. You can slow. Ah, I didn't predict his second ability properly. Look at that damage on the Braum. I just used my second ability, first ability. I did like half his health. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable damage. Until now, I've made like 1200 gold per minute in this game, by the way, just so you guys know. Now it's actually more like 1100, which is quite a lot. It's quite a lot. And I hope you guys can see how I'm doing that. Constant ganks, especially when I have my ultimate ready, and I'm not wasting time. Like right here, I didn't waste any time. I cleared jungle. Now that I've cleared my jungle, again, I'm looking for something. Like possible one-shot on the Lucian right here. Okay. And another 167 gold. You see how fast it goes, the gold. I love first strike. It's so big. I'm telling my team to Baron. I can rush Baron. This is another thing about Fizz. I learned this from Zealous, by the way. You can ult the Baron, engage with your third ability. You're literally gonna chunk down 4,000 health from the Baron. But for some reason, my team doesn't really understand, I don't know, basic knowledge of Wild Rift. Both of them inted, which unfortunately means we don't get Baron anymore. I missed my ultimate as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, like, what are you guys doing? Like, why is Ashe complaining? I literally told them to come Baron. We can take Baron in like 6-7 seconds. Like, literally 6-7 seconds. I'm telling them, like, bro, it's free Baron. I can one-shot, I can chunk down 40-50% of the Baron in one go before it even attacks us. Why would we not do it? But the problem is people don't get this. People don't really understand this. Even if I tell you guys about this, right? Like, you can almost one-shot Baron. your teammates are not really gonna understand this, unfortunately. You really need to explain it to them before they do it. That's a big problem I had with Fizz. People don't seem to understand how fast Fizz can truly take the Baron. It's really, really annoying. Like here, I'm really trying to explain to them. You just listen to me. We win this easily. This is an easy game. Look at how strong I am. I have 4 items. Now I'm telling them, rush Baron. Rush Baron. Let's see if they do it. Come. They're doing it. Okay, take a look. Take a look at how much damage I'm gonna do. Just look. Look. I chunked down 4000 HP of the Baron in half a second. And Baron is dead. Do you now see what I'm talking about, guys? This is the beauty of Fizz. He can chunk down Baron like no other. Like no other. It's unbelievable how fast he can take it. Oh, that's gonna do huge damage. Okay, I killed Braum, it's fine. It's fine, I killed Braum. I'm not gonna use my third ability because I want to use it to engage. Perhaps on someone under the turret. Another thing you can do as a Fizz, with turret diving, this is a really big one as well. You can turret dive an enemy with your second ability and first ability. Okay? You'll take turret aggro if you do that. But then you're gonna use your third ability. Especially if one of your teammates is around the turret as well. The turret aggro will go on another teammate and then you can continue fighting. And to top it off as well, you can tank a turret shot for free with your third ability as well. So you can go in second ability, first ability, okay, under the turret, you tank a turret shot, but you don't want to tank the second one. Don't immediately use your third ability. Wait until the turret shoots and then use your third ability, because this gives you and your teammates even more time to turret dive. You're gonna tank the turret shot for free, because you're untargetable, and the turret aggro will jump to another teammate. This way, you know how many times I've done a successful dive with Fizz with this thing? I'm not sure if you're gonna see it in this game anymore, but this little trick as well is absolutely massive on Fizz. Like if you combine all of these little tips and things, this is what I do all the time. This is how I'm able to get such a big win rate on Fizz. Like if I want to win games for free, I pick Fizz. Or Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa is like unbelievably broken right now as well. It's actually unbelievable. I would say Kai'Sa is even more broken than Fizz. It's ridiculous. Let's see, I'm trying to help them. I'm really not sure why they're fighting though. Like what? I told them don't pull any dumb moves and 3 of them just died. Like bro, all you have to do is stay alive and wait for daddy to carry your ass. Okay? He's dead. He's dead. But I am in trouble too. Can I steal it? Oh my god. Oh my lord. What even happened? What even happened? Okay. One-shotting Lucian. But what happened here? What happened here? I ulted the dragon. I ulted the dragon. No, I actually ulted some. What? I still didn't see what happened. I just one-shot their whole team. I suppose my first ability one-shot like nearly all of them because I went through them and it got the dragon for me because of the Infinity Orb. It did huge damage, and my ultimate did AOE damage. I don't know. I just killed all of them. What can I say? Fizz is disgusting late game. I have 5 items. It's disgusting. I'm saying honestly, we deserve to lose. I actually think we deserve to lose this game. It's just because Fizz is so broken. Like, it's not necessarily that I'm playing that well. It's just Fizz is super broken, so it's giving us a free pass to, you know, win this game possibly. I got the 3rd dragon for my team. If I was playing any other champion, we would have guaranteed lost this game by now. Like, even Evelyn. I don't think Evelyn could have even carried this game. This particular game, Fizz, like, just carrying like crazy. So control art. Again, I can rush Baron here. If anyone came here, I could have rushed it. But instead, they're pushing for no reason. I'm just waiting for Baron. Like, look, he goes in, I can one-shot. Just go for the Baron. Go for the Baron. Nah, never mind. Kayn was coming. I realized Kayn was coming. That's why I pinged it, actually. I'm just flashing on top of him. Look, I'm gonna do the trick again. Ult Baron. Look, instant 4000 HP. And of course they surrender. I mean, look, I took the Baron already. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's take a look at how much damage I did and everything like that. Let's just take a look, guys. Let's just take a look. Let's just take a look. It must be quite a lot. Every game goes like this on Fizz, by the way. Like, literally every game went like this. 34,000 damage. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye-bye.